We're gonna be making hot Harvard amapiano. Guys, before I start with today's video, I've just released a new hot song on my music channel, plus a free Sgija sample pack. Yes guys, check the song out and get a free Sgija sample pack. The Sgija sample pack download link will be on the comment section of my new hot song. Okay guys, enjoy. Yo, what's up, it's your boy Ambitious Kid, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make hot Harvard Sgija amapiano right here on FL Studio Mobile for beginners. Yes guys, this is the tutorial you guys have been waiting for a very long time. It's here now guys. And guys, the good news is that I'm going to be giving away this hot Harvard Sgija amapiano FLP project file to you guys for free. Yes guys, absolutely for free. But guys, before you download this hot Harvard Sgija amapiano project file, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and watch this video carefully, because in this video I'm going to be giving you guys the unlock password for this hot Harvard amapiano project file. Okay guys, let's get right into today's hot amapiano tutorial. Okay guys, so the first thing we're gonna start by doing to make this hot Harvard amapiano beat right here on FL Mobile is that we're gonna start by clicking that icon over here at the top right corner only once. We're gonna click where it says new over here only once. We're gonna click where it says empty. We're gonna go where it says new song, and then we're gonna put in our song title. So since this is a Harvard tutorial, I'm gonna write Harvard just like that. And then when you're done writing your title, we're gonna click where it says done over here only once. And then once we're done with everything, we're gonna click OK. And just like that guys, we've started making our hot Harvard beat right now. So the first thing I'm gonna start by doing, which is very important, is that I'm gonna go to the BPM down here where it says 140. I'm gonna click that, and then I'm gonna go where it says -10, and then I'm gonna minus another 10, and then we're gonna plus 2. Let's plus another 1 so it can hit 2. So guys, the BPM we need to make a Harvard amapiano beat is 102. So since we're done putting it on 102, we're gonna click the right side of the screen only once, just like that. And guys, we can start importing our hot shaker loops, drums or shakers. So guys, let's go do that. So the first thing we're gonna do to do that is that we're gonna click the plus button in the middle, just like that. We're gonna go where it says audio clip. We're gonna go to my files. Let's go to my samples, and then let's see where we can find the nice Harvard shaker loop. Okay. Amazing shaker loop we have over here guys. It sounds really catchy. So in order to insert our hot shaker loop, we're gonna click the right side of the screen only once to insert our nice shaker loop, just like that. And this is how the shaker loop will sound like. Nice guys. So what we're actually gonna do to our shaker loop is that we're gonna resize it by clicking it, and then once you've clicked it, it's gonna show you all these icons. We're gonna use these two round knobs over here to reverse our note backwards so that we can resize it properly. So I'm gonna click this knob over here, then I'm gonna drag my shaker loop till it reaches the end over here. I want it to hit 2 blocks just like that, and then let's listen to that. Nicely done guys. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna zoom in, and guys, you zoom in by using both of your fingers, putting them on the screen, and then scrolling forward just like this to zoom in. And what I'm gonna do when I just zoom in is that I'm gonna click the shaker loop, and then I'm gonna make sure I decrease a little bit of it. I cut a little bit of it by using this round knob over here to drag it a little bit backwards, just a little bit guys, like that. And then we're gonna quickly zoom back, and then this is how our shaker loop will sound like. Nice guys, so when it reaches the end, it will kick backwards and go back here instead of going that way and never ending. So that's how we import shaker loops right here on FL Studio Mobile. So we're gonna add in more hot instruments right now, like our hot purity strings and our hot strings. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click this icon over here only once and then increase the shaker loops volume so it can sound louder and harder. So let's play it. Nice shaker loop we've just added in right now. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna add in more instruments like the hot strings. So in order to do that, guys, I'm gonna click the plus button over here. We're gonna go into DW sample at this time. We're gonna go into my files. I'm gonna go into my samples. Let's go into piece packs for a string, and let's go find a nice hot string over here. Okay, I'm gonna use this mellow string over here. So in order to load it in, I'm gonna click the right side of my screen only once. Okay guys, let's start cooking up some fire strings. Nicely done guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click the X button over here. I'm gonna click this piano icon only once, and then I'm gonna lower my strings over here because they were a little bit too loud. Nice guys, those are nice smooth strings we just did right now. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna add in more instruments to make this beat even harder. So let's press the plus button for that. I'm gonna go into DW sampler. I'm gonna go into my files. Let's go into my samples. Okay guys, let's go into Sgidongs sample pack this time. Let's go into strings. Okay guys, I like the pad X more, so what I'm gonna do to load it in is that I'm gonna click the right side of the screen only once, and let's see what we can do with the pad X guys. Nicely done guys. So since it's a little bit too loud, I'm gonna lower its volume over here and then I'm gonna put it there. Nicely done guys. The pad X sounds really amazing right now. So let's go in and add in more instruments after the pad X. I'm gonna find in something more catchy this time. So let's press the plus button, go to DW sampler, go to my files. Let's go to my samples. Let's use the Harvard Bell this time. I'm gonna click the right side to load it in, and then let's see what we can do with the Harvard Bell. Okay, we're gonna make sure every note touches the other note like this. And let's listen to that one last time. Amazing guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click the X button, click the Harvard Bell over here, and use this knob here, this round knob, to drag it so that it can be equivalent to all my instruments, just like that. And this is how my Harvard Bell sounds like. Amazing, guys. This beat is starting to be really hard right now. I'm really feeling it. Okay, guys, so let's go in and add in more instruments after my hard Harvard bell. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna press the plus button. We're gonna go again into the DW sampler, and this time we're gonna add in some bass to the beat so that it can sound really hard. Maybe a Sgija bass over there. So in order to do that, I'm gonna go into the piece packs. I think the dub bass will do a really great job to this Harvard amapiano beat. So I'm gonna click the right side to load it in, and then guys, let's cook the dub bass and make it sound really awesome. Okay, I'm gonna use these round knobs to shape my dub bass accordingly. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay, I'm gonna click this and then I'm gonna press delete over here to remove it. And then I'm also gonna delete this one and replace it with a smaller one. Let's listen to that. Let's listen to that. Nicely done, guys. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna click this icon over here, and then I'm gonna use this pitch over here to pitch it to maybe -12 over here so that it can give me a deep note. And what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna select this, and then I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click the screen for more than 2 seconds to select this part, and then I'm gonna drag it to the top just like that, and then I'm gonna remove this one, and this is how everything is gonna sound like. Nice, guys, let's keep going. Nice guys, so I'm gonna click X over here, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click the screen for more than 2 seconds. The square box is gonna appear, and then I'm gonna use it to drag and select everything over here. And then once I'm done, I'm gonna say copy, and then I'm gonna paste everything here just like that. And then what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna go back here and say edit and finish up our nice bass log drum over here. Okay, we're gonna remove that. Nicely done guys. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click this icon again, then I'm gonna drag the pitch to maybe 0. So I need this note over here. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click the screen for more than 2 seconds, drag this square box till I select everything, and then I'm gonna drag it down so it can hit my lower note, and then I'm gonna say delete on this one. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna return my pitch back to -12, and then this is how our bass log drums sound like, guys. Amazing guys, they sound really nice. Nicely done guys. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna add in some hot Sgija vocals to the Harvard beat so that it can sound really awesome. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna press the plus button. I'm gonna go into audio clip this time to add in the vocals. We're gonna go into my samples. Let's go to my samples again, and let's go find some synth vocals. Nicely done guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna make sure that the vocals are aligning with the beat, and let's listen to that guys. Let's hear what we're doing. Nice vocals over here guys, nice vocals. They really elevate the beat. So I'm gonna lower their volume, and then I'm gonna copy them, click them, press copy over here, and then paste them here, drag them like that, use the square box to select them again, copy them, click the screen for more than 2 seconds, let go and click paste, just like that guys. And this is what we have now. Amazing guys, the beat sounds really nice right now. So what I'm gonna actually do now is that I'm gonna go in and add in more log drums. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna press the plus button to do that. We're gonna go into DW sampler. I'm gonna go into my files. I'm gonna go into my samples, and I'm gonna go into, let's go into the Sgidongs sample pack. Let's go into log drums. Okay, I like the log drum too because it hits really hard. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click the right side of the screen to load in our hard log drums, and then I'm gonna click the X button over here, I'm gonna click my second log drums. I'm gonna drag them so that they can align everything. I'm gonna go into my dub bass over here. I'm gonna click edit. I'm gonna select everything by using this square box. When you click the screen for more than 2 seconds, I'm gonna drag the square box until it selects everything. I'm gonna say copy, and then we're gonna get out. So our main objective is to paste whatever we copied in here in the log drum 2 to save in some time, guys. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna find the right note. Okay, so I found the right note. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click the screen for more than 2 seconds, then I'm gonna paste the things that I've copied in my dub bass in here, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click this, I'm gonna drag it to the right note just like that, and then I'm gonna remove this one by clicking delete because it was just a marker to mark the right note. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna use the square box to select everything again, drag it to here, and then this is how it will sound like. What we're showing with is that we're gonna click this icon over here, and then we're gonna drag this to -12 just like we did to our first dub bass, so that everything can match up, and then now everything will sound extremely good, guys, just like this. Amazing, guys, we're really cooking up some fire today. So what I'm gonna actually do to our vocals is that I'm gonna drag them a little bit back just like that, so that the beat can loop back when it reaches the end, so that it cannot pass by and go somewhere there. We don't want that, guys. So what we're gonna do now after importing all these good sounds is that we're gonna add in some more touch to the beat. Let's add in something harder, something more unique to the beat. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna press the plus button. Let's go to GMS, and then let's go to leads this time. Find something different. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna use the D-tune on this one. So I'm gonna click the right side to load in the D-tune. I'm gonna click the X button, and then I'm gonna lower the volume of the D-tune so it cannot be loud when we're cooking. And let's see what we can do with the D-tune, guys. Probably it's gonna be hard. Nice, guys, nice. Let me put it there. Amazing. Let's listen to that. Amazing. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna copy this, and then I'm gonna paste it somewhere there. And then let's listen to that. Amazing, guys, amazing. Let me even paste it over here, and then let's listen to that. Amazing, guys, they sound really nice. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna turn off my Harvard bells. so that my vocals can sound really clear. So, and then I'm gonna also turn off the detune, and then this is what we're gonna have now. Amazing, guys. The beat sounds really hot. This is an insane one we're creating, guys. It's a hit. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna add in another log drum so that we can strengthen our log drums and make them sound more of the Harvard type. So let's go in and press the plus button for that. Go to DW sampler, go to my files, go to my samples. Let's go and add in something from the piece packs. Let's go and find the Sgija bass. Nice, guys, we found this. So in order to load it in, I'm gonna click the right side of the screen only once. We're gonna go out again. We're gonna click our Sgija bass, drag it till the end, go into log drum 2, click edit, click the screen for more than 2 seconds, and then drag the square box so that it can select everything. And then we're gonna say copy over here. We're gonna click X. We're gonna go back into Sgija bass, and then we're gonna mark the right note. So the C5 is the right note, so I'm gonna mark the note on top of the C5, and then I'm gonna paste everything over here. Then we're gonna drag it below this note where it says C5. And then what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click this right icon over here, drag the note to -12, and then let's listen to that, guys. Nice, guys, but we have to pitch it a little bit lower. If I could listen to it, let's put it on -24. Amazing, guys. We've missed a few notes over here, which won't be a problem. Which we can create them on our own. And then let's listen to that. Okay, I think I did a mistake over here. Amazing, guys. Amazing log drum we just did over here. It's nicely done, guys. The beat is really fire right now. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna add in our next log drum, which is the Clank bass log drum that we're gonna be adding in. So in order to do that, we're gonna press the plus button. We're gonna go into DW sampler. We're gonna go into my files. We're gonna go into my samples. Let's load it in by clicking the right side of the screen. And then let's see what we can do with the Clank bass, guys. Nice, guys, amazing. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna drag the last note, drag these notes so they can touch each other, just like this. Amazing, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click this icon on the right side,
only once. I'm gonna press where it says add module, just like that. I'm gonna add in a reverb too, and then this is how everything is gonna sound like. Amazing, guys. This beat sounds really fire right now. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna create our Sgija effects so that the beat can sound really nice. So let's go in and add in that. Okay guys, so right now we're gonna press the plus button to add in some more instruments. We're gonna go to drums this time. We're gonna go to my files, and then we're gonna go to my samples. And guys, if your drums are not showing your samples, like all of your samples that you've loaded in, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna click the right side of the screen, and then we're gonna press the plus button again. We're gonna go to my files, and we're gonna go into my samples, and guys, all of your samples will show up now. So that's how you fix that problem on the drums. It basically only happens on the drums, so that's how you solve it. So let me find a nice clash over here, and let's see what we can do with it, guys. I'm gonna click the right side of the screen for that, just like that, guys, for the Sgija clash. Nice, guys. And the next clash I'm gonna need for my beat is the detune again. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna press the plus button, go to GMS, go to leads. We're gonna find our own detune over here. We're gonna click the right side of the screen, and then we're gonna make a nice melody with this. Okay guys, so let's start cooking up our detune over here. Nicely done, guys. So we've got our Sgija Harvard effect right there, guys. We've created our own, which we are dope right now. So right now we're gonna start picking our beat and make it a final song, guys. So what I'm gonna do first is that I'm gonna go to these small knobs over here that I've switched off, and then turn them back on. Click them again, turn them back on, just like that. And guys, another vital thing to do, guys, another important thing is to save your beat so that you cannot delete it or when you get out. So I'm gonna click save by clicking this icon over here, and then clicking save over here, and then it's gonna show you an icon saying it's saved, guys, because if you don't save, you might lose your beat and not find it ever again, and you have to recreate a new one and stuff. So right now we're gonna start picking our beat. So I'm gonna start with my Harvard drums over here. So I'm gonna copy them, say copy, we're gonna paste them over here, and then this is how our beat is gonna start sounding like. Nicely done, guys. I'm gonna paste it there again. Nicely done, guys. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna click copy, and then we're gonna paste our hard low drums over here, and then we're gonna copy and paste our Sgija bass over there, and then we're gonna copy this and then we're gonna paste it over there too, and then we're gonna drag it so it can be 2 bars. So this is how our beat is gonna go like. Nicely done, guys. So we're gonna remove that, and then we're gonna bring in our effect that we've made. We're gonna say copy, and then we're gonna say paste, just like that. And then what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna press the plus button over here, and then we're gonna go to audio clip to load in an FX that we can mix with again and make the beat sound even cooler. So I'm gonna use the long mixer reverse. I'm gonna click the right side of the screen to load it in, and then I'm gonna drag it till here, just like that. I'm gonna zoom in, and then this is how it's all gonna sound like, guys. Nice, guys. The FX was not quite on the right place, and then I'm gonna decrease its volume. Nice, guys. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna find our vocals. We're gonna copy them, and then we're gonna paste them here and paste them over there too. And doing that, just drag them there. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna copy this, paste it over here, just like that. Copy that, paste it over there, just like that. And what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna add in some of this over here, and then this is how it's gonna sound like. Let's actually remove the Harvard bass over here. Nicely done, guys. So what we can actually add in next is a nice rumbling Harvard sound, which you find right here on FL Studio Mobile, which is amazing. We're gonna go here into 3XO OSC, and then we're gonna go into leads over here, and then we're gonna scroll until we find it. So we're gonna click the right side of the screen since it's a little bit too loud. So what this thing does, guys, is that it's a Sgija instrument, guys. It's a Harvard instrument. If you can go down, okay, I like the C3, so I'm gonna drag it like that, and we're gonna see what we can do with the C3. So I'm gonna put it somewhere there, and I'm gonna drag some of these instruments. Let me say undo, paste them over here, take this instrument, copy it, paste it also over here, and we're gonna copy this and paste it over here just like that. Let's remove this, and this is what we have, guys. Amazing beat we just did here, guys. This is a really hot Harvard tutorial we just made right here today. Make sure that you don't forget to leave a like on this video if you really enjoyed today's tutorial, and guys, make sure that you don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you cannot miss out on any of my hot upcoming Sgija tutorials that I'm gonna be releasing next, guys, because I'm gonna be releasing the hottest amapiano tutorials like never before, guys. So make sure that you subscribe to not miss out on that, guys. Peace. See you on the next one.